oh, 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 no.
I don't need negative energy, wrap me in positive synergy. I have been doubted through life, been there and done that with trifling people who told me my style would not work. I told them they wrong, been struggling too long. This song is for you, I'm proving you wrong.
Get out my way, get out my way, get out my way, get out my way.
I'm a genuine person. Like if I love you, I love you. If I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you. It's as simple as that.
Sometimes I sit and think about my past. Sometimes it makes me wanna cry. Whoa, I began to pray for peace and for the Lord to touch my mind. Looking for strength and heal is where I find. Whoa,
This morning we're sharing.
I feel stronger again. I keep hearing the voice inside that keeps telling me again, saying no, I can't let go. I can't let go. It's been so good to me. Said he's been so good to me. Whoa, whoa. Sometimes situations make you wanna walk away. And sometimes it hurts behind my smile. Whoa. Sometimes saints, they talk behind your back. I'm telling you, you can't give up the fight. Oh, but when my morning comes, I'll be stronger again. I keep hearing a voice inside that keeps telling me again, saying no, I can't let go. I can't let go. He's been so good to me. Said he's been so good to me. Oh, sometimes you say, why try? When it seems you're getting away, time after time. But go through it all, get up if you fall. And when you wanna give up, and when you wanna give up, push past your burden and say, no, I can't let go. I can't let go. He's been so good to me. Say he's been so good to me. Oh. help me say, oh, he's been so good. When you can't run away,
You gotta hold on. Oh, no. I can't let go. I can't let go. It's been so good to me. Say it's been so good to me. Oh, I can't let go. I can't let go. It's been so good to me. Said it's been so good to me. Whoa, I can't let go. He's been so good to me. Said he's been so good to me. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? This is your boy Atmos in the morning. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Let's see what we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about some things today, y'all. We got some things to talk about. Let me see who we got up in here this morning. Mr. Christopher Cook. Good morning, my brother. By the way, y'all, that song right there is a lot of y'all don't know because y'all hear me, playing around singing every now and then. But my wife is actually a national recording artist. Her stage name is Lady K. But you can find that song I just played. You can get it on any streaming Alexa. It's called Can't Let Go. It's called Can't Let Go by Crystal Williams. That's with the K. Krystal Williams. That's my wife, y'all. That's her song right there. She got a whole album coming out. Man, when I tell y'all, my wife is a beast. Oh, my gosh. We be trying to like she really good at like runs and all that kind of stuff. I be trying, right? I'm not a real big runner. I'm more of a lot of people don't know that I'm actually a classical singer. Like I sing like stuff like let me try some of this. Il bimel fuoco o lontano or vicino che servo sia senza cangiar mai sempre per voi carre più pighe adera sempre. So I'm classically trained, right? So a lot of times when people like classically trained and sing R&B and stuff like that, they're pretty well rounded. You know what I'm saying? But my wife, you ever thought you was real good at something and then you challenge somebody who you think is okay and then they just humble you real quick? Yeah, that's my wife, y'all. So y'all can look her song up. It's called Can't Let Go. Look it up on all streaming platforms. It's by Crystal with a K, Krystal Williams. Check her music out, y'all. All right, Christopher Cook said, I enjoyed the chatting with you and the young woman about the evidence collected at the R. Kelly storage and how more people should be charged. Yes, thank you, Chris. We're going to continue that today, brother. 4:30. We'll be back at 4:30. 100 devices is in the building. What's going on, 100? Rocking with the truth. Good morning, Nettie Boo. Hey, Ashley Williams. Hey, Queen, how are you? Let me see who else up in here this morning. What's up, Aisha Smith? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Let me see who else. Tamika's thoughts. Good morning, Queen. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Rocky Rock. What up, Rocky Rock? I ain't seen you in a minute. How you been? Welcome back. Latrice B. What's up, Latrice B? Good morning. Lana Stenson. Hello. I'm a Queen Newton. Good morning. Don Green. Good morning, Queen. How are you? Ooh, Kaylee Matt. Hey. How are you? First time seeing you here. Let me see. Riri, what up, Riri? How you doing? June prays without ceasing. I love that name. Good morning. How you doing, Queen? Hey, Miss Faith Burris, how are you? How are you? Granny, what's up, Granny? Tanya, what's going on? How you doing? How you doing? To Be Black Native is in the building, and Shay is in the building. Good morning, y'all. Let's get this thing going, man. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. What's up, T-Bam? I ain't see you come in through the back door. Let me see who else. Anybody else? Anybody else? No. Okay, perfect. So check this out, y'all. Oh, Tanya said, shh, listening at work. You silly. All right, y'all, check this out. So we got a couple of things we got to talk about, okay? First things first. There was some other interviews that came out that I must have missed, right? But here is a follow-up on the Gayle King interview with Azriel. Here's some more stuff that we did not see, that I did not see, that I want to share with y'all. My first time watching this. So let me share this with y'all. And then there's like a psychiatrist who actually breaks this stuff down. It's not a long video, but check this out. Hold on, let me pull this up for y'all. All right, here we go.
Sharing more of our exclusive conversation with R. Kelly survivor Azriel Clary. When we first spoke with her in 2019, she was just 21 years old and had lived with R. Kelly for almost 5 years. Later on, she told us she realized the relationship was abusive. She testified against Kelly during his federal racketeering and sex trafficking trial here in New York. He was found guilty on all charges and now faces life in prison. A CBS News special, Love Doesn't Hurt, R. Kelly survivor speaks, has more of our recent conversation. Love Doesn't Hurt is a phrase she used with us. It comes out today on our Viacom streaming platform, Paramount Plus. Here is Azriel Clary talking about leaving R. Kelly.
If you are leaving something traumatizing, more than you want to breathe, you need support. You need foundation that feels loved and that loves you. And so I'm very happy that I had that.
What do you think anybody could have said or done to help you leave the situation sooner?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. I feel like that is something that I would have had to have woken up from myself, something that I would have had to realize on myself. And, you know, a lot of people don't realize with victims, the more you try to help them, the more it upsets them sometimes, you know, because this is all they know. This is the only person that they have been comfortable around. So, you know, the more you try to separate that, the more they only run to what they know.
R. Kelly's high-profile trial brought new attention to domestic violence in this country. On average, nearly 1 in 3 women experience domestic violence. That's a very high number, and that's according to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. Tama Bryant is a clinical psychologist. She's also the director of the Culture and Trauma Research Laboratory at Pepperdine University. Good morning to you, Ms. Bryant. It's really good to have you here, Tama Bryant.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so glad you're here. I was on a plane this weekend, and 3 different people stopped me and said, you know, she could have left if she wanted to. He wasn't physically holding her. She was there for her career. She enjoyed being with him. And it's so hard to try to explain to people who haven't been in this situation. What do you say to people? Many people feel this way.
And first, let me say this is why it's so important you're doing this segment, because of the victim blaming that is so pervasive in society. People say, why didn't you say anything?
Yeah.
And then when people speak up, they find reasons about why you did it wrong and why you should have done it differently. So there are many reasons that make it hard to leave. And one of the languages sometimes that we use is, why didn't you escape? If you use the word escape instead of just leave, you realize how big you're asking someone to push back on someone who has been really controlling their mind. Mm-hmm. So one of the big factors is fear. And we know that you increase the risk for death when you try to leave, that abusers are more likely to try to actually take your life or increase the violence when you are trying to escape, and there is a greater chance of homicide. Not only is there the fear of death, but the fear of, can I make it on my own? That this person has undermined your self-esteem, and so you really feel uncertain. And many people have turned away from you over the years. People tried to help you, they gave up on you, so then it's, I'm going to leave this person and go where? Another big factor that makes it hard to escape is love. And what is the message we always tell people is nobody's perfect, relationships aren't easy, you have to stick to it. These days people walk away too soon. So there is this double message that if you love someone, you're going to be ride or die. You're going to stay with them no matter what. You're going to help them through it. And the love actually also keeps hope alive, right? Because with the cycle of violence, usually people are not terrible every day, all day. And so each time someone has that honeymoon phase or they're being kinder, you believe they're changing. Things are going to be better this time. And then I just say there's also the cultural and religious pressures. A lot of people will say, if they're married, I made a covenant with God, right? And I promise, yes, for better or for worse. So culturally, religiously, we have to start sending a different message that fear is not love.
So, go ahead, Nate. Go ahead. Well, I want to talk about the signs of domestic abuse, because when people are hopeful or they're in love, they may not realize that what they're experiencing is not normal and not okay, because in the context of their experience, it feels like it is.
Yes. So when you said it was normalized too, to your point.
So what is the line where it's not just relationships are hard, but it's abuse?
Yes. So we want to pay attention to physical violence, sexual violence, and psychological violence. Usually the physical and sexual people will notice, but I'll say even the physical at first people can minimize. Like they'll say, it wasn't a punch, it was a push, or it was a grab, or they restrained me, or it was an open hand slap.
Or I shouldn't have said it.
Right.
Or I shouldn't have said that to set.
Yes. So the blaming, because sometimes even the abuser will say, I wish you had made me do that, right? I didn't want to do that. So any form of physical violence is abuse. Sexual violence, and we don't talk about this within relationships. Actually, within this nation, initially sexual assault within marriage was not a crime. So we had to really make the case that you still have ownership of your body. Because people say, well, you're with them, so then you agree to it. But the big piece is also the psychological. It is the verbal, it's the manipulation.
The emotional.
And it undermines your self-worth and your self-value. So then you have the public on top of that saying you're stupid, you're, out for money. And so it can really crush you. And
I'm sorry, we're going to have to leave it there. You gave us some
Dr. Bryant, this is very clarifying.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You can watch the CBS News special, Love Doesn't Hurt, R. Kelly Survivor Speaks. It's tonight on Paramount Plus.
So, let me share some thoughts. And I want this to be for the fellas out there. Okay, let me help. Hey, this 504 girl, I see you up in here. How you doing? Just a T, please. 93. Good morning. How you doing? So let me help the brothers out. Okay. Let me help y'all out. Okay. We're men. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some women out there that's just as strong as we are physically, right? So it's not to say that women are weaker. That's not true at all. But I will say that naturally and genetically, men are built to be stronger. Men are built to handle the heavy load when it comes to lifting, or men are built to be protectors. Okay? This is just my opinion. I don't feel like there's ever a situation where a man should put his hands on a woman in a violent way. Now, if somebody coming at you with a knife trying to stab you, you got every right to try to knock their arm out the way or try to restrain them in a way that doesn't. If there's somebody trying to kill you, they're trying to kill you, right? That's a different story. But if it's in an argument, walk away. Like, if you get so mad that you feel like you got to rage to where you see that woman as a vessel, as a punching bag, or as something that you need to aggressively handle, and you feel like you want to rip it apart because you're so angry, run out the door. Like, just go. Just go. Just go. You're like, you know what? No. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to jail for you. You're pushing me to a whole nother level. I'm leaving. I'll holler at you later. I'm going for a walk. I need to chill out. Now, ladies, I will say this, okay? You can't stop that man from leaving the house if he's telling you he needs to get out the house. If he's telling you he needs to leave because he's angry and this man will punch the wall
or he done did something because he's so angry that he feels like it's done built up to where he need to put his hands on you, let the man go. Like, you know what? Okay, yeah, go ahead, go for a walk. Don't stand in the doorway. Don't stand in the doorway. Don't do like this and try to block him. Don't do that. Let the man go. Let him go. Okay? There are some men that have different ways of handling anger and stress. Okay? If they are trying to leave, good morning, Javante. Good morning. Daughter of the Most High, good morning. If they are trying to leave, let them go. Don't be a punching bag for no man, ever, in any situation. In any situation. We got to understand that we are built to be the protector. We are built to have an inner strength inside of us. So when you're handling a queen or a woman, you have to realize that that's a delicacy. That is something that you should value. You don't attack a woman in any situation unless your life is on the line. There are some situations where you have to do what you have to do to stay alive. I get that. But as far as when you have control of the situation, you don't have to try to destroy a person who is weaker than you. Whether that's physically, whether that's emotionally, whether that's mentally. You don't always got to be right. You can be right, but you don't always have. Do you know how much better it feels to be right and allow a person to be wrong and let them determine that you was right? You don't always got to say, I'm right. I told you. You need to listen to me more. No, you just sit back and be like, all right, baby, go ahead. You ain't going to say nothing? No, go ahead. I'm going to let you do what you do. Then when you right, don't say you're right. Oh, dang, you was right the whole time. I love you, baby. And you move on. Men, fellas, listen. There are so many other things we can do to release our stress and our anger. Go to a batting cage. Go throw the football. Go take a ride. Go jog. Go run. Run the steam off. Go to the court, play some basketball. Do something. But it's not worth the things that some men do. It's not worth it. So please, if you don't listen to me, listen today. Find different ways to channel your anger. Queens, do the same thing. Do the same thing. Don't be trying to come up to no man with your dukes up trying to be like Mike Tyson now. Because you got some men out here that will see you as being an aggressor, and they will put their dukes back up. And once they put their dukes back up and get into that fighting stance and feel like they're being attacked, some men black out. They do. We have a natural aggressive nature inside of us to protect. That is what we do. If a situation happens and someone breaks in your house and your husband is there, it's your husband's natural instinct to come in and protect his family at all costs. It's the same thing with a lion. You come around the cubs. Oh, that lion going to attack you. You come around the bear and the mother and the father, they're going to attack you because you are coming near their family. You have a protective instinct inside of you for your kids. For your kids. Anybody try to attack your kid or hurt your child, oh, you're going to lose your damn mind. You going super ham to protect yours, right? So I believe both men and women need to be cautious about what level of anger we allow someone to get us to. If someone gets you to a level of anger to where you feel like you need to physically damage that person, it's probably not a situation that's going to be a trajectory of success. Okay? All of us have been in relationships where we, argue and you stupid. No, you stupid. Well, you shut the hell up. No, you shut the hell up. Some relationships can just be like, all right, we done, you done? Yeah, okay. Let's go get something to eat and be done with it. Are those situations healthy? I'm not going to say they're healthy, but they can be, much lighter than somebody smacking the hell out of somebody else. There comes a certain point when you should never let a person get you into a rage. Sometimes when somebody say, now some people are very good with words. Some people never have to hit you, but they can murder you with their tongue. They know exactly what to say to push you to the limit. And a person who uses that weapon against you is not a good person for you to have in your life. If someone has the knowledge and they know how to weaponize their words enough to make you go into a rage and make you want to hurt yourself or kill them, get away. Get away. Get the hell away from that person. Peace. Some people, words can hurt you harder than hitting you. Real talk. But you are in control of your own energy. You are. You control what you say. You control what you do. Straight up. So these are just some little nuggets that I'm passing along to my brothers and my sisters. If someone naturally can get you to go into an angry rage of where you see red, or you feel like, you know what, I'm about to go do this, and I'm about to just risk my future and my life because somebody did something that I could just walk away from, you need to reevaluate who you got in your life and who that is. Real talk. I'm going to leave that there. Here's something else I want to go over with y'all. Check this out.
Will that call a prohibition on any of his music continue?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because that is a cultural community decision that we need to take against any support or normalization of this person, any justification of why, he should be played at our weddings, So when we're talking about his money, he's going to have to figure that out. He's going to have to sell properties and Grammys and collectibles and tap dance on the corner with a guitar case. That's his business. That's his lawyer's business, how he figures out how to pay civil cases. For those victims, absolutely, of course, we want them to be compensated because what they have gone through merits compensation. Therapy costs money. The ability to move on with your life is not as easy as just saying I'm over it and keep it moving. So absolutely, they are deserving. But we don't, as a community, ever want to backslide to thinking that we want our children singing I Believe I Can Fly. We don't want our children singing the words of a sexual predator. We don't need at our weddings to be playing his music when we know all along that a lot of that music was written about sex with children and helped fund rape of children. So we don't want to culturally make any excuses for why we want to keep playing him. He's got to figure out how to raise that money, and that is none of our business how he does it.
I'm going to bring in the panel here. What jumps out here, Lauren, were the prosecutors using the RICO statute to go after R. Kelly. That also was a difference because obviously it was a state trial that took place in Chicago in 2008. This here, you're dealing with a much different trial here, but also how the prosecutors went after R. Kelly.
Yeah, there was certainly a great deal of energy. The RICO statute. I thought I saw racketeering. I had not paid very specific attention to this case because I had a few other things going on, but I have no doubt that when you see that type of energy used against somebody, that certainly there's something there.
They use that because they position R. Kelly as being the head of a criminal enterprise, And
Right.
and so it said, so he was orchestrating this criminal enterprise in terms of taking these young girls across federal lines, of course, in terms of, and using employees to do his bidding as well. So that's why they use the RICO statute.
Yeah, using the employees, obviously this being the Southern District of New York, I would assume it's in Brooklyn. I eagerly await to see the same effort and energy go into Donald Trump, as he has been accused, I think, of by 23 women of sexual harassment, sexual assault, and rape. So hopefully the government will use the same energy in a few more cases. We saw in the Weinstein case as well, certainly the difference, I think, in R. Kelly's case, and in this case, R. Kelly, of course, we're dealing with minors in so many of these instances, but it would be interesting to see, hopefully that same jurisdiction will go after Donald Trump in the same, I think, vigorous way that they just went after R. Kelly.
Omar Congo, what do you make?
All right. So some people might not like what I'm about to say. Now, let me say this. All of R. Kelly music was not bad music. Okay, he wrote some songs that did have some inspiring message in them. Now, all the ones that have things that talk about kids and having sex with kids, yeah, ban the hell out of those songs. Age ain't nothing but a number. I'm sorry, Aaliyah, I love you. Ban it. What's that one? I like to crotch on you, where he talks about I love them 18 or older or 16 and under. Ban it. Okay, ban the hell out of it. I don't think those songs should ever be played again. Okay, but there are some songs out there that I Believe I Can Fly. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that song. That is an inspirational song. Gotham City, good song. Some of his gospel songs that he has out there, he has some good music out there, some inspirational music. Now, I think he should be able to make money on his music, especially if you're talking about these victims need to be compensated for their pain. I do believe they should be compensated for what they had to go through. But I wouldn't say cut all the man music off, because he can't make no money there where he can't pay the victims. So I don't agree with people that say cut all his music. I don't agree with that at all, because at the end of the day, he does have an artistry that I would say a lot of it is bull crap and should be banned, but a lot of it is really good music. So that's just my opinion on that. I don't say ban that man's music. I think that's bull crap that people say stuff like that. Don't ban all his music. You ban the music that had the sexual explicit stuff related to children. That's the music you ban. You got to separate the music sometimes, y'all. You have to. Don't just say anything with R. Kelly name on it, ban it. Because if you do that, guess what? You're going to be banning Beyonce music. You're going to be banning Whitney Houston music. You're going to be banning Michael Jackson music. You're going to be banning you ain't going to have no damn music on the radio to listen to. You're going to be listening to Elvis Presley all day. Listening to I'm gonna love you forever. Forever and ever and ever. That's all you're gonna listen to all day. The man's handprint is on so many people's music. So if you say ban anything with R. Kelly name on it, you ain't gonna have nothing on the radio. People gonna lose jobs. Okay? So that's just my opinion about that. Okay? Now, y'all, we got to check this out, okay? Because this is a huge thing right now. What in the world is going on with Facebook? Let me share this with y'all. So Facebook asked the U.S. court to dismiss antitrust case to force sale of Instagram and WhatsApp. Facebook Inc. filed a motion on Monday asking U.S. court to dismiss the Federal Trade Commission's antitrust case against the company, which seeks to force it to sell Instagram and WhatsApp. The motion was filed on the same day by the company's platforms experiencing 6-hour-long. Hold on, y'all. It's my job. Hold on. Okay, hold on, y'all. All right. World economy nearly 1 billion, according to some estimates. In this argument, the social media giant said there was no valid factual basis for branding the company with unlawful monopolist, and added that the Federal Trade Commission's August complaint relied on guesswork rather than facts. Facebook asked that the lawsuit be dismissed with prejudice, adding that the case was entirely without legal or factual support. The latest lawsuit is an amended version of the case filed by the Federal Trade Commission, which Facebook won in June by arguing that it is not a monopoly and that it faces intense competition with the likes of TikTok and scores of other attractive options for consumers. Hold on. I thought TikTok was down yesterday too, same time Facebook was. Maybe I'm wrong. In the new version, the FTC has argued that Facebook should not be compared to public-facing apps like TikTok and YouTube, but instead with rivals like Snapchat, which has fewer monthly users than Facebook or Instagram. By asking for a new case to be dismissed with prejudice, Facebook seeks to prevent further amendments to the lawsuit, citing that TikTok's recent rise. The social media giant argued in its motion that the FTC's new argument was at odds with the commercial reality of intense competition. The motion came the day the company's various platforms, including Facebook Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp, experienced a 6-hour outage, which is said to be due to a configuration changes made to its routers. This disruption to network traffic has a cascade effect in a way our data centers communicate, bringing our services to a halt, the company noted in a blog Thursday. Okay. It's almost as if Facebook's monopolistic mission to either own, copy, or destroy any competing platforms has incredibly destructive effects on free society and democracy. WhatsApp wasn't created by Facebook. It was an independent success. Facebook got scared and bought it. So at least now we know the truth of the facts out there. Facebook didn't close down yesterday because of some whistleblower. Okay, a lot of people think, hey, LJM, how you doing? A lot of people think that Facebook was shut down yesterday because of this whistleblower. Well, it's not. Facebook is back up. Okay, so you have bloggers going live and, oh my God, come on my channel right now. It's an emergency. People flooding over there just to hear that Facebook is being shut down. And then the truth comes out that it was just they were switching some routers around. So I don't get it. Let me see what y'all saying here in the chat. So people talking about the music. Man, we read about the storage unit. Yeah, we did. You're not alone. He wrote for Michael. It's beautiful. He could still have a backyard prison party. Rockin' with the truth, you silly. He does have good music. We read about them 100 devices. Somebody said, shit. Point taken, Atmos. Only songs with his voice on it. I can't stand to hear him. Paris, you silly. How you doing, Stacey Paris? Tamika's thought says, clean this house. The gospel song. He is on one of my favorites. But I can't listen to it anymore. My spirit won't allow it. Wow. Okay. Hit the like button. It's free, unlike R. Kelly. Shay, you silly. Sher Slade says he wrote other artists' music as well. Yeah. That whistleblower told on him. Yep. That's why I deactivated my Facebook years ago. I know that's right. it's okay to ban all of his music. I don't want to listen to anything connected to him. I'm absolutely okay with that. Okay. I'm not listening to his music. Hey, that's a beautiful thing about America. You got a choice, right? How many of those other artists were complicit with his shenanigans? He did not do this alone, so ban them all. I know that's right. Okay, all right. Everybody entitled to their opinion. Now it's the perfect time for MySpace to make a comeback. Aisha, it really is. But I wouldn't get a MySpace even if they did come back. I don't, man, these apps are starting to get irritating. They ran back to the office to clear up their ish. This video says, I don't mind not listening to something that shouldn't have happened in the first place. I know that's right. Facebook in trouble for weak-minded people. Facebook is trouble for weak-minded people. Indeed. Let me see here. She says, yep, ban those too. I don't listen to those songs anyway, so I won't be missing the thing. Indeed, Facebook know what they're doing. It was all done deliberately. Okay. Good morning. Facebook is crazy if they think the case would get dismissed. Man, this thing crazy. We're gonna see what happens, y'all. We're gonna see what happens. Okay. Now, y'all check this out. Check this out. Now, this is important now. This is important. Y'all need to know what is going on around you in your communities, especially if you're out there traveling. Now, right here, I am about to reveal CDC designates 6 new destinations as very high COVID travel risk. Okay? The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention on Monday added 6 new destinations to its most severe level of travel warnings. Here are those areas. The Health Advocacy or Agency designated Armenia, Australia, Barbados, Croatia, Latvia, and New Caledonia. I ain't never heard of Latvia or New Caledonia or Armenia in my life. So I won't be going there anyway. But they are called very high travel risk, indicating that Americans should not travel to these destinations. So pretty much, I'm not even gonna really get into this whole story, but I'll skim through. Let me see. CDC criteria define level 4 countries as those reporting more than 500 cases per 100,000 residents in the last 25 days. A total of 8 locations were also downgraded. Okay, so these are all overseas places, y'all. Don't go to them places. Just stay home, or just, I don't know. Don't go to them places, okay? Those are not places that you want to be visiting or vacationing to right now. So they're trying to kind of let y'all know, stay your butt in the States, okay? Now, this story right here, y'all, is very troubling, because if you have some type of business out there, one thing that you are cognizant about, or you're serious about, is something that should be of importance to you, is making sure when customers come to your house or to your business that they are safe. Okay? Now, check this out and tell me how y'all would feel about this. Machete Man scaring customers away, business owner says.
You booked a cozy Verbo mountain cabin with a kitchen where everyone can chef, a family room where you can...
And take a look at this video here. These alarming actions, why some people call him Machete Man. And lately, he's been the reason behind safety concerns in Atlanta's Kirkwood community, a community that's known for being edgy and having sort of a small town feel, but residents say their tolerance is being tested. Some business owners say the man is scaring off customers. The Fox 5 team's Dana Fowl is looking into this for us this morning. Dana is here. Dana, what have you learned about this man and why he's doing this, and the impact in the community.
Well, this story has so many layers, but let's start with the fact that he has knives, all sorts of knives, and he wields them in the front yard. He does it out in the street, and a nearby salon owner, really right next door, says it's frightening her customers, and the threats they've told police have escalated.
I pass him and I immediately get alarmed.
Salon owner Kelsey Womack remembers the first time a knife-wielding man showed up on this block in this Kirkwood neighborhood.
Came back to the business, tried to warn all the clients and the staff that there was somebody out there who didn't look sane, whichever with a weapon. And
however it looked, well, it didn't add up to breaking the law. Atlanta police, neighbors say, have been called repeatedly since he moved in over the summer, next door to the hair salon and to a candy shop.
We have about there with swords and machetes and everything else.
That guy is Brandon Barkley, who the Fox 5 I team caught up with on the phone.
Hi, is this Brandon Barkley?
He said his daily routine of swinging knives around is a religious routine, nothing more.
You're a passionate person who talks about God.
He was threatening to hurt my clients if they parked in front of the house that he didn't rightfully own.
He's accused of being a squatter by Invitation Homes Management. They told Atlanta police they own the house on Hosea Williams Drive, not him. Invitation Homes filed to evict him in July, but the pandemic has slowed the process. In a counterclaim, Mr. Barkley said he's owed $5,000 from a couple he thought owned the home, but never brought him the lease. APD concluded it's a civil matter. The Kirkwood man told the Fox 5 I team he actually bought the house, paid cash to this same couple.
How much did you give them? You gave them $20,000?
He said he didn't have any paperwork to prove it, and the number he gave us for this couple, well, it's disconnected. Next door business owner Kelsey Womack says she's not concerned with who owns the home, but with how the person living there is behaving.
It's caused us to lose money. It's caused us to lose business.
Then there was the tipping point. Caught on the business surveillance camera, the Machete Man, well, he was carrying a new weapon. He told passersby it was a stun gun.
He was shocking the taser, however it works, and the client is outside just said, do not come near me with that taser.
Then 33-year-old Brandon Barkley pulled out something that callers to 911 believed was a gun. August 19th, Atlanta police finally arrested him. He was charged with aggravated assault, a felony. Invitation Homes changed the front door lock, put up a no trespassing notice, but relief was short-lived. Days later, Brandon Barkley, still holding a key to the back door, he said, was out on bond, back in the home with knives out.
That you say you own the home, you have keys, and part of your performance with the knives in the yard is because you're becoming an angel. Okay, gotcha.
I don't want anything to happen to him, but he's terrorizing my clients.
Now, Kelsey Womack says she's afraid he perhaps might challenge the wrong person on the corner and get hurt himself. I talked to Mr. Brantley's mother and asked if there were any mental health issues, and she said absolutely not. None. He says there are none as well. His mother just says he's, quote, really into God. And she backs up his story that he gave $20,000 to a couple to own the home. Portia?
So Invitation Homes, they are moving forward with the evictions process, or where do things stand there?
Yeah, I mean, they've been trying since July. We've seen the records on that. There's been, a moratorium on evictions. And, even for those cases that could go forward, and this is backed up. I mean, there's a backlog there. The moratorium ended officially at the end of the month. So they're hoping to get in the queue to go ahead and legally ask him to move along.
All right. Disturbing scenario there. Hopefully this is just resolved peacefully and get some answers.
Yeah.
Really? That's a weird situation. As a business owner right next to somebody doing that, I may try to be diplomatic with the guy if he got any type of 100 said put him in the heart of the hood, please. You silly. First of all, he not gonna last in the hood doing stuff like that. Okay? And if they say that he don't got no mental issues, everybody not gonna watch that interview. They're gonna see there's some crazy crank with knives and swords and pulling out stuff like he got a gun. Y'all don't. I hope and pray that this dude gets some type of help. But people like that don't last long. Maybe he needs to go to a mental institution if he's not crazy and he just I don't know. I don't know no religion where it's practicing, out there swinging swords and all this kind of stuff in the name of God. I don't know that. If I was in a situation as that lady, I would, try to see if I could be diplomatic with the guy. Say, look, man, are you working right now? You know what I'm saying? You need a job, like, you know what I'm saying? You can come over here, I'll throw you a couple of bucks, just sweep the front of the door, you know what I'm saying? You can't come in, but you can sweep the front. If I have trash, I'll put it out front here. And if you can do that for me and stop swinging your sword, around my customers, because you're stopping money. So I can't pay you unless you help me. So if you can help me out a little bit, just take the trash every now and then. I'll make sure that you got a meal every day, something to eat. And, maybe I'll pay you like, I don't know, you come past here 5 days a week or whatever. Maybe I'll throw you like $40, $50 or whatever. Just to substitute you stopping my business. I don't know. I would try to be diplomatic with the situation. And then if I couldn't, and that's just something where my customers are telling me, listen, I'm not coming to your business because of this man swinging swords. I don't know. You might have to, I hate to say relocate, but sometimes, you gotta do what's best for you and your family. But I don't know how that story is gonna come out. I would try to show some type of compassion, especially if they say, the lady said, the homeowner said, I don't want to see nothing happen to the guy. So obviously she's had some type of conversation with the guy before, or he's really, the perception of him is a lot more serious than the actual interaction with him. And so, but that would be definitely intimidating, trying to go to a business and seeing somebody swinging swords and in the name of Jesus, they Satan, I'm killing you. Yeah. Hey, bro, I'll holler at you. Right? But y'all listen, let me see what y'all say. What y'all think about let me see what y'all saying. Leanna Stenson said they need to lock him up. He cray. I don't know why they not 5150 holding him. I don't know why they not 5150 holding him. Hey, Bella Louise, what's going on, Queen? Somebody said, oh my God, right, Sunday. Bless his heart. He needs some mental help ASAP. Yeah. Diva Time said, him sick. You silly. Mental health issues are real. I think he's just trolling all of them. You think so, Ella JM? Okay. Really into God. I don't see how he's really into God, waving the knife, not praying. What's up, Nettie Boo? Place him in the heart of the hood, please. How much y'all want to bet that he wouldn't do this right here, what he doing in the hood? I don't think he would. Oh Lord, pray for him. He definitely has some mental health issues. Did he have the vaccine? Dynamite. You know what? You silly. Man, I always feel like I live in some kind of crazy neighborhood until I hear other people's news. Yeah. Does he call himself a sovereign citizen? Neighbor claim to take property all of the time. Believe U.S. owes it to him. Tamika's thought said, I think he was scammed by someone. I see it a lot. Someone put a listing on Craigslist and gets you to wire them money, all while the real owners don't have a clue. Yes, Tamika's thoughts. My wife got scammed one time like that. You know, so it does happen. Never blindly give people money without any signed info or contract. Even with that now, look at what what's the dude name? Daryl is it Johnson? The guy from that was R. Kelly's. He had signed contracts and everything with people and still scam them out their money. Right? Daryl Johnson. So basically until he kills, he is free to roam around. Yeah. It's crazy. They say it's not criminal. So he don't have no title paperwork and it was never recorded. No notary showed up. Baby, you don't own the home. Sorry. Indeed. Say he was scammed. Out of the bushes. Hit the light, please. Negative. He was scammed out of his money and now he's lost. I think that he is hood gentrified. There seems to be some unbalanced state of mind with him. I agree. Yeah, I try to show some kindness. A squatter. Yes, they scammed the wrong guy. They sure did. Rocking with the truth, exactly. He was beat out of his money. Nobody's looking at that point. If it's true. If it's true. Atmos, don't put that mess on my God. I'm not putting that on God. I'm not. Somebody said, hey, Keely too said, wow, lunatic. He got to bounce. Atmos, I had a neighbor who does and did the same exact stuff here in Dallas. What? Oh, wow. He also said he didn't want her customers parking in front of his house. That's probably what started the, oh gosh. His mother is not professional. It's possible that he needs mental health assistance until the stigma is removed. We can't. Oh, here's my question though: where does he work? I don't know. Where he get the 20? Yeah, where he get the $20,000 from? If that's true. Who would hire him? Let me not sound mean. I just don't see that being somebody that works a 9 to 5 or maybe works third shift in the factory or something. And then at 6 o'clock in the morning, he reports to his front yard to swing sword. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Too many videos. BBP said too many video games. I live in the hood. He would not do it around here. No, he wouldn't. He had a whipping pole moving in and taking over his hood. Man, look. What he think this is, Ninja Warrior? I guess so. The imagination. Mortal Kombat all day. Y'all silly. Yeah, Daryl Johnson. Yeah, that was his name. Squatters are real. So in the adverse possession, check on your properties. He probably got disability. Aisha. He probably get disability checks. If he's out there every day, I don't think he employed. He can't be. Yeah. Game brainwashed him. Cash on top of that. Yeah, $20,000 cash. Maybe that sword helped him to, I don't know. The Goodwill hires mentally challenged people. That's true, Rocker with the truth. Maybe, yeah. He probably got the money, disability checks. He probably got a PPP loan to pay for that house. Ooh, 20,000 PPP loan. But he would have to. Who gonna set them up? He would have to doctor up some. I don't think he makes over $100,000 a year. I don't know. I could be wrong. Dragon Ball Z. Sunday said, if you buy a property, a notary should sign off and it should be recorded in the courthouse and the chain title should be established. I mean, y'all listen, I don't know what the source of his income. Social Security don't give you that kind of money to be holding 20K. No, I don't believe they do. Well, y'all listen, man, that's today's show. That's today's show. I didn't have much. I want y'all to be good to each other. We're going to be back here today at about 4:30 to get back. We had an amazing discussion yesterday. For all the queens that was here yesterday that read with me, it was Shay, it was Miss Quaisha, it was Belle Louise, it was Tanya. For all y'all, if y'all can come back today, that'll be awesome. I love how we did that yesterday. Any other readers out there that want to jump in and kind of get into the action? I love the discussion we had. I think we're gonna start doing that from now on. After we read something, we're gonna talk about what we read and just try to get different perspectives on how things are going. But I thank y'all so much for being a part of this channel. Shout out to Plaintiff Jane for referring y'all to come over here, and hopefully I just I make sure that y'all have stuff that y'all can listen to, that y'all want to listen to. And we keep y'all, entertained and keep y'all learning the facts. That's what it really comes down to, okay? All right, y'all, listen, y'all have a blessed day. I'm going to holler at y'all later. I got to go to work right now. But y'all, I love y'all. Thank y'all. Peace.
Oh, 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 no.
I don't need negative energy, wrap me in positive synergy. I have been doubted through life, been there and done that with trifling people who told me my style will not work. I told them they wrong, been struggling too long. This song is for you, I'm proving you wrong.
Get out my way, get out my way, get out my way, get out my way.
I'm a genuine person. Like if I love you, I love you. If I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you. It's as simple as that.